Hi guys, welcome to Sharon's Tutorials. I'm all about trying to save people as much time as possible when it comes to using their PCs, and I got asked the other day what kind of to-do list do I use? Do I use one of these all singing or dancing ones? Do I prefer pen and paper, or do I use a spreadsheet? What kind of thing do I use? So this tutorial I'm going to show you what I use, and that is Google Sheets. There's a real simple to-do list template in Google Sheets that's free to use. You download it and you customize it exactly how you want it, and that's what this tutorial is going to show you. So to begin with, what you need to do is sign into your Google account and go into your Google Drive. Click on New and then go down to Google Sheets and click on the arrow over on the right hand side and go to From a Template. Then scroll down to the Personal section here, and the very first one is To-Do List. Click on there and it will open up a brand new to-do list for you. Now this is a very simple to-do list. You have your check boxes down here, you have a date, and you have the task to the side. It's also completely customizable, so if you want to change colour, if you want to add in new columns, everything you can do. Now you'll notice when you tick a box, the row turns grey and you have the line through, a strike through the actual text. That's been done through conditional formatting. To see the rule for this, if you click on Format in the menu, go down to Conditional Formatting, and over on the right hand side the Conditional Format Rules pane appears, and you can see here this is the rule that says if cell A4 is true, then fill it in grey and put the strike through. So cell A4 is true, which is basically if the tick box is ticked, and you can see here in the formula bar it says true, whereas if you go to the cell that has no tick in the box, you'll see here it says false. So if there's a tick in the box, it means it's true and that rule is applied. So if we want to change the formatting on this rule, if you click into the rule and it expands, so you can see there's a section called Formatting Style here, and here you can change the colour, the text colour if you want to. You can change the actual fill colour of the cell, so you can have that down as green to say it's been done, and you can see over here it's automatically changed. If you don't want the strike through, you can take that off if you don't want it on. You can underline it, you can make it bold, you can put it in italics. Whatever format you want to choose, you can always put it on there. And then when you're done, just click Done. And then once you've finished with your conditional formatting, you can just close it down here and the pane disappears. So let's take a look at a couple of other things to do with this template. In cell C1, you'll notice there's a formula there, and this basically is a formula to tell you how many tasks have been completed from the total number of tasks you have in the list. If you don't want that actually there, if you don't want to know how many tasks you've completed, you can always just click on the cell and press delete to remove the formula completely. Personally, I actually like the formula there, so I'm just going to put it back. If you want to add extra columns to the list, right click on the column header and choose Insert One Left or Insert One Right, depending which side you want the column to be inserted. Another thing you might have noticed is the thick grey line between rows 3 and 4. You can just see it here, and when you hover over that, you'll notice the cursor changes to a hand. This is basically where the freeze line is. So if you scroll down, you can see that the column headers stay where they are. If you want to unfreeze these rows, you can literally just click and drag this grey line up to the top, and now when you scroll down, the whole thing moves, or just move it back again. I did a video on freezing rows and columns in Google Sheets, so I'll include a link in the description below and also at the end of this video, so you can watch that if you want to know more about freezing and unfreezing rows and columns in Google Sheets. So the last thing you can do if you want to is rename the file. So you'll notice at the top here it's just called To-Do List. So to rename that, just highlight it and type in whatever name you want to put in there, and that will automatically save in your Google Drive. And there you have it, a real quick and simple way of using the to-do list from a Google Sheet template. Obviously you can make it as complicated as you want with more columns, more conditioning formatting, more formulas if you want to, but to be honest, I prefer just a bog standard simple version. It does what it says on the tin, it gets it done, and it's a real simple way of tracking the things you need to do. And also, with it being a Google Drive, it means you can easily share it with anybody else that you want to, and you can access it from your phone as well. I just think it's a real great way of having a simple to-do list that you can access from anywhere, anytime. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy learning.